Hey friend, how you doing? I'm so grateful that you clicked. Welcome to a new vlog. I was going through my comments recently and I came across this one comment that really touched my heart. There's this lady, she's been following me for quite some time. I see her every time in the comment section, and she told me she prayed for me the previous night. How often do you pray for strangers? I know you won't believe it, but I pray for each and every one of my followers. Occasionally, I get people commenting uh, with a summary of maybe something difficult they're going through, and I take time to mention them, to pray for them individually. Always remember to pray for others. There's power in prayer. I'm today harvesting my taro. It's long overdue, and one mistake I made when planting was planting them very close to the eucalyptus trees. I don't know what I was thinking, but this was one very big mistake. The eucalyptus and blue gum trees are quite ideal for my kind of land, which is sort of waterlogged, because they tend to draw lots of water from the soil, which definitely helps in keeping my land somehow dry. But the problem with this is crops will not do well if planted next to them, because they tend to eat up all the nutrients and all the moisture in the soil, leaving the plants deprived of the nutrients they need to grow and all that moisture they need to support their growth. So that's the reason I believe I made a very big mistake planting this here. But let's dig up and see what we can get today. This broke and the bigger part of the taro is left in the soil. I will just keep digging so I can pull it out. What I'm harvesting today is called nduma or arrowroots, but I'm just so used to calling them taro. I think I watch lots of those Asian videos. They like to call it taro, so I'm so used to calling it taro these days. I guess by now you can see what I was talking about. I have very long arrowroots. Unfortunately, they are quite thin. They're supposed to be very thick when fully matured like these ones. The last time I harvested arrowroots, I had very big arrowroots to cook because I'd planted them on a very far away section of the compound, far away from the blue gum and eucalyptus trees. So if you can remember that harvest, you know I made a big mistake here. I'm definitely very disappointed with my harvest. I still have a few to go, but not much to expect. I did everything right when planting, except the location of this particular patch. Please don't go away. I will be showing you how to plant your nduma, your arrowroot, your taro the right way as the video progresses. Of course, remember not to plant them near eucalyptus, blue gum, cypress trees, which tend to take up lots of moisture from the soil. Arrowroots are quite easy to grow. They don't need a lot of attention. They don't need a lot of fertilizing. I never really fertilize my arrowroots. You also don't need to buy seed from time to time, because the sucker from which you harvest the tuber is the same one that you plant for your next harvest. So you can simply dig out the taro, cut out the part that is eaten, and then plant that same sucker in the hole that you just created while harvesting. I'm done harvesting, so I'm gonna cut out all the tubers that I will cook, and then at the same time I'm going to be preparing the suckers for planting, and we're gonna plant it before the end of the video. The arrowroot is hairy. My daughter calls them tentacles. So I'm just shaving off the hairy part so that I'm left with a clean tuber. We cut it right where the taro joins with the stem. One part we cook, and the next part is our new seed for planting. So this is how you cut. You make sure there is at least those tentacles, as my daughter calls them, appearing on the part where we are going to plant. Those will be forming the roots. So I'm moving my arrowroot patch from that area next to the trees, and I'm bringing them close to the sugarcane. There are no trees around here. So I already dug these holes here where I will be planting them. When digging the holes, just make sure they are deep. My holes are half my arm deep. We do this because arrowroots grow from their base upwards, unlike other tubers which go deeper into the soil. So we will have only one plant per hole, but generally arrowroots produce more tubers especially towards maturity, and you can always also pick those ones and replant. So I'm going to demonstrate how exactly it is planted. We have the base at the bottom of the hole, and then we will add just a little soil to hold it up. Never fill the hole with soil. Even during weeding, we don't fill up the hole with soil. We just keep opening it up, and then that allows the arrowroots to come to the top or to the surface of the soil. The deeper the hole, the bigger and the longer tuber you expect from your harvest. The variety of taro I'm planting takes 6 months to mature, so we should be having this around February, March next year. So this is how your taro should look once you plant them. You can clearly see the holes, and only the base is holding the plant up. In a recent video, I told you how one of the plumbers who were working here advised me to bend the branches of the berry downwards like I did. You can see it's already forming an umbrella, and the most surprising thing is just how many buds are coming up after this. You can see all the buds lined up on the branches. So we are going to have so many branches, and I can see a perfect shade coming in a few months to come. Look at all those branches in the making. The best way to scrap off the dirt from the taro is to let them dry. So I'm gonna put them here to dry, and then it will be so much easier to remove the tentacles and all the dirt that's on it. I have a parcel here. Let's unbox it together. And this is from Haoma_KE. Please check out her channel. She does amazing videos on village life. If that's your kind of content, please make sure you stop by her channel. Haoma is quite talented. She crafts lots of planters. If you've watched her videos, you see planters on her doorstep, and she makes them with her own hands. So she made this special one for me. This is quite interesting. I really like it. This is the first gift I've received for my new home ahead of the grand opening. And I want to say thank you very much, Haoma. This is so thoughtful of you. I can't wait to plant my flowers here. Let me take some time to think about what I'm going to plant in this planter. These here are my mto seeds. I've got lots and lots of seeds. It was just too much. I had to throw some away, but I want to save some for the next season. I will be planting others this season too. But this plant produces lots of seeds. I just couldn't save all of them. So these are our seeds, and as usual, we never leave here empty-handed. I've got my taro, I've got some eggs, and I also got pawpaw. It's always so fulfilling to live here with something that I've grown with my own hands, and eggs from my chicken. So I'm now going to prepare my taro the best way I love to serve it. I love it stewed, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. And this is the outcome. Thanks for watching. It's bye for now. I'll see you in the next